World Trigger episode 40. If you couldn't tell what type of parody I was doing a parody of Toei Animation because I love World Trigger. I love this series. I love this anime. But I can't deny sometimes this series just is slow. Okay, enough shits and giggles. Let's, get to the review. So, World Trigger episode 40 is here, and the episode begins the ranked wars between Osamu and the other teams that they're going to be going up against. And I'm looking forward to seeing who is going to come on top. I do believe that Osamu, Kuga, and Chika will overcome, this rank war, but it still leaves you wondering, is Osamu's plan going to work, like whatever his official full plan is? Because after seeing what we saw in this episode, it seems like all this preparation that Osamu has been doing for these past couple episodes seems to be paying off, because he looked up all this different information, all these different tactics, and he's using different advantages with the snipers to the other squads and different locations to be able to win against these two teams. And that's kind of what this episode was. Regardless of the fact that this episode, if I was to, do a brief summary, like what this episode did, starts the fight, the rank war, they run up a hill, snipers shoot at Osamu's team, the other team goes in, tries to encounter them and beat them, and then Osamu, Kuga, they go up and split off from Chika, and they fight the team. That's kind of what the episode brief summary is about. Regardless of it being very slow, the content we got was very nice, so to say. For instance, one thing I really liked about this episode was getting to see some of the tactics that were used. And that's one of the main reasons why I love World Trigger. I've said it quite a few times, but it's why I love World Trigger, because it has this different feel to a shonen than other shonen have, and that's exactly what this episode showcases. It showcases that Osamu's not really a fighter, he's more of a tactician. And as I've said many times throughout my journey of reviewing this series, I've always said that Osamu, when it comes to terms of him as a character, he doesn't really stand up when you stack him up against someone like Chika or Kuga. Because if you think about it, Kuga is an experienced warrior that's been on the battlefield when he was young. He's been on the battlefield for a very long time. Chika is someone that's been blessed with great Trion capacity to where she can blow up damn buildings with a sniper. And you have it to where Osamu, he's like the odd duckling in the entire bunch, because he's a dude that got in his ranking because of luck, but also he seems to be very below average when it comes to terms of his skill. But I'm starting to notice what Osamu is using for his advantage to be able to win in the near future. It seems like he's going to be the type of character that is going to use his wits, his brains, and his tactics and strategy to be able to overcome the enemies in the future, because judging by the way this episode was done and how this rank war arc is being done, we're starting to see a glimpse at what Osamu really excels at as a person. For instance, he's not really a fighter. He's a person that makes up the plans, he researches, and he figures out all these different tactics, and then he gives these plans to Kuga and Chika to be able to carry them out. And so, it's kind of like where Osamu's the brains of the operation. He's not the muscle, he's the brains. And that makes him a really cool character, actually. Now witnessing how this arc is done, and I have seen these hints with his character for multiple episodes now. It's been more than 10 to 15 episodes, but as the episodes progress, you can really get this from his character, especially with this episode, with how he's able to come up with these plans of using two enemy teams against each other. For instance, like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's kind of what this episode was. And so, I like that. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please be safe. Chibi out.